think we're all just excited to be here today. It's like we're like, oh, look, it's real. We can touch it. It's happening.
We've been working on this for quite a long time, and we're weeks away from actually hitting the Broadway theater right now over here on 53rd. We're so excited. It's like after 2.5 years working on it, you're like, oh, yay, we're almost there. The finish line. There's the light at the end of the tunnel. It's great.
There's a lot of new stuff. Obviously, the story of Shrek is solid, and we don't want to break it. And the characters are fantastic and soulful and emotional, and that's why they lend themselves to a musical theater retelling.
The first thing I think when anyone is going to make a musical is they ask themselves, can this sing? Does it require singing? Does it require emotions that go beyond the everyday?
I think that the themes in the show are what are musical. The themes of self-love, self-acceptance, joy, of finding love, of being freed from a tower, of being set out on a journey, of finding a friend. These are common themes that are explored in almost every great musical, and we have them built in. They're intrinsic to our show, so it's I think it musicalizes itself pretty easily and pretty wonderfully.
First of all, it's funny. You know, I think musicals have to be funny and they have to be moving in the best versions of them. And I think the movies were both of those things. And it's about a sort of, you know, grumpy ogre who finds love. And musicals are always about love. So that was a big part of it. It's also a journey in a time period that's, you know, full of magic and fantasy. So those things also make good stage musicals, I think. So we've tried to really mine those things out, the love and the emotion and the comedy of it.
This kind of is definitely outside the norm of what I've ever experienced as an actor, which is exactly what you want and hope for in a career. And so, you know, it's been really exciting because it's so unique, and the challenges are so unique. And in that, I mean the makeup and the costume. It's a transformation that I've never had the luxury of experiencing, you know, based on the technical aspects. Because when it's done, it is really transformative. So I feel I can only take credit for so much, because the costume and the makeup speak volumes even before I open my mouth.
Princess Fiona is not your typical princess, so you know, I get to wear a crown and a beautiful dress, but then I also get to fart and burp and, you know, break out into tap dance and throw deers off cliffs and blow up birds, and, you know, it's awesome.
Well, you get to see kind of two sides of Lord Farquaad. You get to see the evil inside Farquaad, and then you get to see the very nice, public image Farquaad, where he's just a big lounge singer and Broadway star, and so you get to see two aspects of him.
Well, I'm Pinocchio, and Pinocchio is in this version of the story. He's basically been abandoned. Geppetto has sold him. He stuffed him in a sack. He's miserable, and he feels like an outcast. He hates the fact that he's not a real boy. He wants to be a real boy. He hates the fact he's a wooden puppet. He wants more than anything to be that. And so his story is really about, you know, accepting who he is. And I have this wonderful costume that's designed to look like sculpted wood that covers my whole body, and I have this great makeup, and my nose grows, and, you know, I've really become Pinocchio, and it's fun to go through his ridiculous journey.
I'm the donkey, I'm the ass, and you know, he's the guy. He's not a guy. He's the thing that's looking for a friend in the musical, and he tries to finds it with Shrek, and he spends his entire time in the play looking for trying to keep Shrek around. You know, he does it musically, he does it physically, trying to keep his friend, which is exciting. It's actually very freeing to just play this character with a one-track mind.
We reveal some stuff about how the characters became who they are, like who their parents were and what it was like to be in a tower for a really long time, and a little bit more about their emotional lives. That's the thing a musical can do that, you know, a movie in 80 minutes can give you a lot of fantastic entertainment, but musicals have to slow down and teach you a little bit more.
There's a lot of backstory. There's a lot of things that you don't know from the movie that you find out if you see the musical. What does Fiona do in that tower every day for 20 years? What is Farquaad's issue with fairy tale creatures? How did Shrek end up on that swamp? All these questions and many more are answered in Shrek the Musical.
I think the good thing about what we have here is that it is the movie, but it also is the musical. So the things that people will loved about the movie, you will still see in the show. But there's going to be extra surprises. There's going to be new music. There's lyrics and dancing and lights and special effects that people have never seen before on a stage ever.
I have a confession to make. I haven't seen the movie. I'm like, yeah, I was the one person that's been under a rock for like 4 years. It's really sort of great to just step in and not know anything about it, and it's going to be actually quite liberating to do that. Not to mention my nieces and nephews actually think that I'm worth something now that I'm doing Shrek. They didn't understand anything that I did before. Like, I don't understand Shakespeare, Uncle Danny, but now they really they really respect me.
Actually, people might come in with an idea of what they think Shrek the Musical is, but I think we'll surprise them.
The show has tons of heart. It has extreme humor. I mean, just ridiculous humor that you would expect having seen the movies. So I think we've met that challenge and expectation, I hope. And on top of that, you've got everything you want in a Broadway musical. Big old songs, huge dance numbers, lush, exquisite, colorful, vibrant sets. The design is extraordinary. So all of these things, make for what I hope is going to be an extraordinary night in the theater.